the greatest log ride. No, wait. It was the greatest ride my teenage mind had ever experienced. And if you've ever ridden this ride, leave me a comment and tell me, what was your first ride like? And take a moment to subscribe. It transformed my thoughts on amusement parks and theme parks, and it really made me the fan that I am today. Now, sure, between you and me, I know that the Timber Mountain Log Ride wasn't the first log ride to open in a park. But let's be honest, it defined the genre forever. The Timber Mountain Log Ride was the dream of Wendell Bud Hurlbut. Now, Bud specialized in building miniature trains and detailed models from a very young age, and his passion for miniatures grew over time, as did he, later leading into a career in the theme park industry. Now, Bud's relationship with Knott's Berry Farm began in the 1950s, when he proposed building a miniature railroad attraction for the park. Now, Walter Knott, the founder of Knott's Berry Farm, was impressed with Bud's work and agreed to the project, leading to the creation of the famous Ghost Town and the Calico Railroad, both of these being hugely popular attractions for Knott's Berry Farm. Now, following the success of the railroad, Bud designed and built the Calico Mine Ride, which opened in 1960. This attraction was one of the first themed dark rides. And I'll be honest with you, I love dark rides. If you love dark rides, please put in the comments your favorite dark ride. Let's see if I've ridden it. The Calico Mine Ride immersed guests in the experience of a mining operation. It's a great ride, and if you want me to do history on it, let me know. I'd be happy to. But leveraging the experience gained from the Calico Mine Ride, Bud set his sights on his next attraction, the Timber Mountain Log Ride. Now, in all honesty, the original concept of the Timber Mountain Log Ride wasn't even a log flume at all, but rather a roller coaster which appeared to float through a trough. And if we're being totally honest, the name was originally Calico Log Ride, but different story. Anyway, after discussions with Aero Development co-founders Ed Morgan and Carl Bacon, Bud decided to use a log flume ride system instead. Now, his design set a new standard for theme park attractions, combining the thrills of a water ride with the storytelling elements of a dark ride. His creation centered around the experience of 19th century loggers. And I'll be honest with you, he nailed it. The ride, it takes riders through a 330-foot mountain with a theme of the 19th century lumber camp. The ride is housed in an 8-story building that contains 24,000 gallons of water and finishes in a 42-foot free fall into a splash pool. It features 24 animal animatronics and 39 human figure animatronics. So some of the ride's forest scenes feature a distinctive pine cone smell. It gives the riders the experience of an authentic forest scene. Now, the development of scenes throughout the ride, oversaw by Walter Knott, who approved the ride for construction. The initial $3.5 million cost for the ride was funded by the Hurlbut Amusement Company. That's Bud's company. That's how much he believed in it, with the ride later being sold to the park. Now, during December of 2012, Knott's Berry Farm decided to give the park's most popular attraction a major overhaul and an upgrade. It was the beginning of a major change in the park's direction, with moving back to more of a themed attractions rather than just thrills where they had been going in recent years. The park's owner, Cedar Fair, had originally planned to add another major roller coaster in Knott's Ghost Town area. However, with the change in leadership at the park and at Cedar Fair, it was decided to cancel the plans for another roller coaster, and instead, Knott's Berry Farm used those funds to begin a major refurbishment and upgrade to our beloved Timber Mountain Log Ride. Now, on January 6th of 2013, the ride closed down to undergo a 5-month renovation done by Garner Holt Productions to include animatronic figures and some new scenes while retaining the theme of a lumber camp. Now, the park's in-house staff also assisted in the renovation of the ride by adding roughly 100 sequoia trees, a distinctive feature of the mountain. The ride reopened on May 31st of 2013. On July 11, 2019, Knott's Berry Farm celebrated the 50th anniversary of the park's most popular ride, the Timber Mountain Log Ride. As part of the 50th anniversary, Knott's added 2 new animatronics designed by Garner Holt, and all 36 logs were retrofitted with individual seats as opposed to the lap seating seat design. Most of the logs featured 3 or 4 individual seats. Another major improvement made to the ride was the addition, ready? Of a soundtrack. An exclusive soundtrack was developed for the ride by Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies. Now, the ride now features a soundtrack exclusively about the log ride, giving a much improved ride experience. Now, I have not experienced the ride since its 2019 update, but I am looking forward to it. If you have, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. If you love theme parks, please subscribe, like, and comment, and we'll see you for more theme park random news, reviews, and cues.